Map of the United States highlighting the top 10 states with the highest white population, with each state marked by a distinct color. Diverse U.S. city skyline showing cultural neighborhoods, such as a Chinatown or a Hispanic district, with traditional architecture, food stalls, and shops. St. Augustine, Florida, in 1565, featuring Spanish settlers arriving on ships, with indigenous people watching from the shore. Mayflower landing at Plymouth Rock in 1620, with pilgrims disembarking in colonial attire, alongside native tribes observing. European settlers in Nebraska, showing a group of Swedes, Irish, Germans, and Czechs working on early farms, with vast fields and traditional houses in the background. Modern-day Nebraska with a white family walking in a park, framed by open plains and typical suburban homes. Blonde-haired, blue-eyed settlers in Montana, focusing on cattle ranchers in the 1800s, with Scottish and English settlers working the land. Contemporary Montana landscape, featuring a family enjoying a picnic near mountains, with traditional ranches in the background. Mormon pioneers in Utah, crossing the wilderness in covered wagons, surrounded by a vast desert landscape and distant mountains. Inside a modern-day Mormon temple, showing religious symbols, architecture, and a white congregation dressed in formal attire. Iowa in the 1840s, with Scandinavian settlers building log homes and farming the land, alongside Dutch and Irish immigrants working together. Modern Iowa County Fair, featuring white families enjoying rides, livestock competitions, and fair food, showcasing the state's community life. Wyoming settlers in the late 1800s, with immigrants from Britain, Italy, and Greece working as miners and ranchers in a rugged, mountainous environment. Idaho settlers from England, portrayed in the late 19th century, working small farms with wooden houses and the vast wilderness in the background. Modern-day Idaho suburb, with white families living in neat suburban homes, surrounded by green fields and forests. New Hampshire colonial village in the 1700s, showing British settlers alongside Scottish and Irish immigrants, building homes, and gathering in a village square. French-Canadian influence in New Hampshire, featuring workers in textile mills from Quebec, blending their unique culture into the state's industrial past. West Virginia's rural communities, with white families living in log cabins deep in the mountains, surrounded by thick forests and traditional Appalachian